it's important for me to have firsthand knowledge about how easy it is or difficult it is, to buy a weapon like that. It's through a background check, obviously, at a federally licensed gun dealer. But it's important for me to know, what it is and, to have firsthand knowledge. So in the future, I'm looking forward at some point to buying a gun, at a gun show, also possibly selling a gun. So I know really, the ins and outs of this issue.
So what was it like going out to a store and buying an AR-15?
It's actually pretty easy. For a weapon that's so deadly and really designed for the military, especially with the high-capacity magazines, it's a pretty easy thing to do, even with a background.
The conservative news site Breitbart suggested that you went public with this decision to buy an AR-15 because they were about to report it. I'll read to you from what Breitbart.com said on Saturday. Breitbart News then began investigating the details surrounding the purchase, including visiting the gun store. Suddenly, Kelly announced on his Facebook page that he was not going to keep the AR-15, which he has yet to pick up from the store. What do you say about that?
Well, I don't know anything about, who Breitbart is or anything about his website. I mean, we had a plan, to go in there to buy a 45, and if we had the opportunity to buy an AR-15 as well. And, I don't know the timing, but we had a plan on when we were going to announce that on Facebook. In the future, I'll be talking about, buying a gun from a gun show, also selling a gun. So that's all, to come later, because I really need to understand this, the issues, surrounding, gun violence and these weapons.
What are you going to do with that AR-15?
Well, the plan is to turn it into the Tucson Police Department. So once I get access, once I actually take possession of it, we'll be handing it into the Tucson PD.
And you also bought a handgun, a .45 caliber, is that right?
Yeah, that one I'll keep. I've had guns all my life, so I'll be keeping the .45, turning in the AR-15.
But just to be precise, your intention was always to hand over the AR-15 to the police department?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have no use for a gun like that. From my military experience, it's important that the military have assault weapons with high-capacity magazines. I really think that the access that the public has to these, it's too easy, as I demonstrated the other day. It's very easy to buy an assault weapon. They're readily available, and they really shouldn't be.
Kelly has been criticized for recently buying an AR-15 assault rifle and a pistol.
Just to understand how quick the background check is, to see how hard it is to buy an assault weapon or how easy.
Kelly posted the purchase on his Facebook page. He plans to sell the assault rifle across state lines to see how easy it is to do, and he will eventually turn the assault weapon into police. He plans to sell the assault rifle across state lines to see how easy it is to do, and he will eventually turn the assault weapon into police.